Okay. It's it's true hacking, okay? Yeah, make sure that doesn't get disconnected. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started here. Um, is everybody okay with me projecting my voice? All right, awesome. So today I kind of decided to create a crappy presentation. What? Hey, you know what? Today was the day that I was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna cut the offensive language, and then I was like, fuck you guys. But no, so today's presentation, like I said, is gonna be a pretty much crappy presentation, short, probably like 15 to 30 minutes. It's gonna be talking about different resources of how to get into cybersecurity. Probably some other websites, interesting stuff that you guys can get into. But first thing, that's a real hacker, and that one's a fake hacker. Actually, both are fake hackers. Yeah, you'll never see a pen tester wearing a suit and tie. That's for one. Actually, this one depicts a really a real hacker. Like, like he yeah, and we don't like Max, so don't bring Max here. All right. So go ahead for this next slide. So what is cybersecurity? At this point, we don't know. I mean, yeah. So like that's why cybersecurity. A lot of people say it's defending IT resources. Some say it's managing IT resources. Other attacking. So it just depends what side you want to play. You're either going to be managing from an infrastructure architect standpoint, or you're going to be attacking it from a hacker, pen tester, security analyst type of deal. So that's kind of what a cybersecurity guy does. It's kind of lame, and I'll get a little bit more into the fun stuff later on. For now, actually, I'm going to talk about some of the jobs what comes up to my head when somebody tells me that they want to be in cybersecurity. Because if you actually go to the next slide, this is actually the NICE workforce framework for cybersecurity. These are some of the jobs. So first on the list is the information assurance compliance type of guys. You never want to go into this job. If somebody tells you, hey, come work for our information assurance team, say no. It's one of the most boring jobs, and I bet you can agree with that. You're literally just trying to do like PCI compliance, try to find jobs or software that people want. It's just boring. Don't do it. There's about like 20 jobs there. Go to the next slide. Just more. Also, make sure that you're aware that these jobs are the ones that we're going to be pushing into industry. So these are the names that you're going to be looking for. And actually, if you Google the NICE framework, you're going to see all the jobs and categories and what their description is. So just get aware with it. I think the next 4 slides are part of this as well. So click next, next. Actually, one back. So actually, I missed it, but all right, whatever, don't care. But yeah, there was a section for cybersecurity pen testers, but we won't get into it. So next slide. So one of the first ways that you can go into cybersecurity is going to school. I personally recommend don't waste your time. I'm not saying don't go to school. I'm saying if you want to go into cybersecurity, you're not going to get cybersecurity education by going to school. It's just not there yet. We're fixing all that fun stuff. So it'll be there at one point, probably, but not today. Just for record, December 2016. Question. All right. So the comment was, do not go to a for-profit. Yeah, exactly. What school is not a for-profit? So, like I said, at the moment, it's not where it needs to be. So don't rely on education to provide cybersecurity knowledge for you. So just take that in mind. So next slide. The other one is going through the training and certifications. A lot of companies will train you, pay for a lot of that. Hey, no. I'm presenting. Shut up. Die if you need to sneeze. All right, yeah. So sometimes they won't pay for it, or most of the time they won't pay for it. Certs are also kind of they're becoming the better degree for going into cybersecurity. Um, some of the degrees that are mostly asked for are the Security Plus, CIPP, CISSP, CISM, CISA. I cannot think of the acronyms from the top of my head, so I'm not even going to think. CAH is actually not being asked for. It's not in the top five, at least.
CEH is only wanted by the NSA and other lame ass institutions. American Express being one of those. CEH is you might as well buy a thesaurus, a cybersecurity thesaurus, because CEH only teaches you what the tools are, not how to use them, and you never actually use them on anything.
So there you go. The other thing that if you do want to get certs, there may, in my opinion, what you should use certs for is just if you want to base your personal success upon them. But that's about it. You can base your success another way, like coming to the range. So, question.
So I posted a question on the worker range a while back about OSTP. Would you put that on the OSTP the same? And like stuff like I would feel like it would be above the CEH, but anyway. OSTP is probably the only one. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. It's actually hands-on doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, OSCP would be a better certification. Although, all right. No. Yeah. You guys are the security experts. I'm not even a hacker, so. All right. Yep. So yeah, always know networking. If you want to be a pen tester, you better know the damn network that you're going to be hacking into. Yes, Brett, I'm talking to you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Go next slide. This is actually a roadmap. If you want to do, it's actually prettier than you think. You can't see any of the certifications, so well. But the first one would be again, the beginner stuff. They want you to get your A plus. Just ignore the A plus or any beginner stuff. Jump right straight into the intermediate stuff, which is asking for your CCNA, your Security Plus, Network Plus, CIHF, GISP. And I forgot what are the other ones. Then advanced would be CH. That's where probably the OSCP or something like that. Actually, OSCP would probably be expert. But OSCP and then CCMP, again, you need to know these types of things if you want to be in cybersecurity. But this is, again, if you're like 5 to 10 years along the lines and if your company's paying for your certification. Don't do it just for fun. These certifications are not cheap. They're around $600 to $1,000. OSCP is probably like 3 times that. I think it was like $1,500 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yep. Like SANS. I think the cheapest I've seen is around 5,000 or so. And then expert. I don't know why they have CISSP on expert. Everybody that I see that has a CISSP is not pretty much an expert at all. Just say. I saw a couple middle fingers. It wasn't just one; it was a couple. Yeah, because a middle finger is very intelligent. I'm surprised you can count. Sit down. All right, go to the next slide. So a better way, in my opinion, to get into cybersecurity is apprenticeships, internships, and externships program. You're going to get a lot more real-world experience. You're going to get to know the workforce, the industry that works and supports cybersecurity. What else? You're going to meet a lot of people from industry. These people can support you in your in gaining in your cybersecurity career, and you can also use them as references if you leave a good impression, of course. What else? Yeah, one of the great things that I was glad about my internship is that I actually got to see the scope of an entire network from above and not just from a security analyst. I saw what networks were connected to which firewalls interacted with which SIMs, which firewalls were not doing anything, to be honest. They or IDSs that were just like, oh look, SQL injection. Oh look, there's another SQL injection. Yeah, they're pointless. Next. So how do you actually get into real cybersecurity? So a lot of the cybersecurity knowledge that you're going to gain is going to come from personal experience, and this next few slides are going to talk about that. So go ahead. So my biggest thing when I tell people if they want to get into cybersecurity is get involved in the community. Cybersecurity has some of the best cybersecurity community or communities in general than any other community that I've seen. Go to meetup.com. There's a lot of security meetups that are going on. Unfortunately, not everybody posts, but that's a good way to start. Eventbrite. Today's event was on Eventbrite, if you didn't notice. SWCSC.com is another great resource that I put up for a lot of you guys. It has it connects all the cybersecurity events that are going on in the Valley, or actually just Southwest in general. We have some Tucson meetups that are on there as well. So a really great resource if you guys want to make use of it. It has all the cybersecurity events that you can go to. Of course, not all, but I try my best to keep it updated most of the time. Go to the chapter meetings, the OWASP, the SWSPF. My personal favorite, of course, is the SWSPF. A lot of great people out there. There's ISSA, there's ISACA, Cloud Security Alliance, IC Squared, Phoenix 2600, etc. These are a long list of names. Go to hackerspaces like the Arizona Cyber Warfare. That's where you're going to get a lot of the experience in cybersecurity. There's also Heatsinks Lab. I don't know why I named it HackerSync. It's Heatsinks Labs. I'm sorry if anybody is a lover of Heatsinks Labs. There's Galvanize, Gangplank. There's Kahoots. Unfortunately, not all of them are hackerspaces, but there's a lot of great resources there as well. So get involved, go to the community, and start making sure that you're actually sucking the knowledge out of other hackers out there. Next slide. Terminology. If you want to be a cybersecurity guy, know your terminology, because then the people in the back of the room are going to give you shit every single time you're doing a presentation, like Rich. But Rich is just Rich. I'm not even going to touch that topic today. So like identify what an IP address and a home address is. Of course, everybody knows that an IP address is a logical address and a home address is : 1. Only a few people got that joke. Identify when you're going to be using Lower Orbit LOIC, which is Low Orbit Canyon, High Orbit Canyon, and HPing3. Of course, you're not going to be doing Low Orbit or High Orbit on Google. You'll probably want to be doing a large-scale botnet HPing3. Know when to choose Elk Stack versus Splunk. Which one's open source? Which one's expensive? Linux and Windows. You're not going to be writing the same software to attack Windows or when you're going to be attacking Linux. Understand that you're going to be writing different code when you're hitting different operating systems. TCP versus UDP, I won't get to that. Understand what Nessus is and ZAP. Nessus is going to be scanning clients. Nessus is going to be scanning clients. ZAP is going to be scanning websites. Metasploit versus Matelgo. I'll let somebody else explain what the difference is. Next. Huh? Oh, spelling. So one of my recommendations as well is if you haven't gotten exposed to the hacker tools or anything like that, just download one of these operating systems. There's Stealth, Kali, Parrot, Live, Blackbox, Arc. Some of the most popular one is Kali, of course. Parrot Security is the other one that's getting a lot of popularity. Blackbox, Security Onion is for the guys that are doing security analysis, but also great operating system. So download it, explore what the different tools are. Make sure you actually know how to use the tools so that you can actually apply them. Next slide. Yeah, for like hacking. Mac OS, yeah. Just go home, dude. Just go. Make use of the internet. Like a lot of the resources that you need to be a highly elite cybersecurity expert are on fucking Google. Just like Google the damn thing, whatever it is. If you want to know what the home address or home IP address is or why that joke was funny at all, just Google it. YouTube is one of my best resources. You'll find almost absolutely everything that you need to know about cybersecurity. There's like hundreds of dollars worth or millions of dollars worth of training material on there. You're going to say comment? Well, not everything you see on the internet is valid. So, another great resource, these are a little bit more credible. The blogs, go to like Snire.com, just read up on what's going on in the hackers community, who's getting hacked, who's getting owned, all that fun stuff. Snire.com is a really great resource. Krebs is also a great resource. I didn't put it up there, but Krebs something.com. Yeah, Krebs on security. Sorry about that. Hackernews.com, news.ycombinator.com is also a great one. The Google Hangouts, the Cyber Warfare Range has their own Google Hangouts where we're all posting. Not Hangouts, sorry, that's Google Plus. Yeah, no, well, there's YouTube as well, but the one that I want to get to is the Google Plus. The Google Plus has a lot of great resources as well. Stack Overflow, any solution to any script that you want to write, it's already on Stack Overflow. I guarantee it. Just Google it. IRC channels. IRC channels, if you don't know what an IRC channel is, Google it as well. Get into an IRC channel, know how to use an IRC channel, and actually don't fuck with the guys on the IRC channel, so they'll fuck with it. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll leave it at IRC. Actually, the Cyber Warfare Range, I believe you guys already publicized the IRC channel, right? Yeah, so if you got access to the Cyber Warfare website, you can access the IRC. GitHub. GitHub's another really great resource. Any code that you need, pre-configured software, whatever you need, exploits, it's already on GitHub. A lot of people post their open source software on GitHub. So Google it again. Next. Go to the conferences. There's a lot of conferences. These are only 5 of the most commonly known conferences around the valley. We have DEF CON, which is my personal favorite. We have DerbyCon, which is pretty awesome. Black Hat, which is stupid and ridiculously expensive. We have CactusCon in the valley. Has any out of show of hands who's been to CactusCon? All right, all of you guys need to have your hands up for the next CactusCon because CactusCon is pretty awesome and it's local, so you should definitely go to it. There's no excuse for that. ShmooCon is another great resource or a great conference, but I'll actually go to the list of conferences later on. But yeah, these are types of things that you'll be doing. There's a whole bunch of geeky guys, sweaty, smelly, and a lot of weirdos. But they all have a whole bunch of cool antennas and doing a whole bunch of really cool shit. So yeah, you should definitely go. Competitions. If your school is not involved in a competition, make sure you get your school involved in a competition. There's a shit ton of competitions, and that's the easiest way to phrase it. There's ICTF because ICTF, you actually compete internationally with Russia, China, Germany, France, US, Australia, Uruguay, and a whole bunch of other countries. So it's fucking awesome. There's CCDC, which is pretty awesome for schools because it's mostly defense, but you actually understand how to manage a Windows infrastructure. You understand how to manage a website. You understand how to manage a firewall, and then how do you collaborate all that? And then when you get hacked, how do you create an incident response? Really great competition to go to. Cyber Patriot, if you have any kids that are in middle school, high school, you should definitely get them in Cyber Patriot. It's a purely defense competition for the younger kids, but they get a lot of resources while they're in the competition. Cyber Olympics, ASU has their own. So the local ones, there's the AVNet Games, sponsored by, I think it's WWT and Palo Alto. ASU's cybersecurity challenge, sponsored by Terra Verde. So definitely go out to those. Really great resource for competitions. 24/7 competitions are going on all over the world. A lot of people think that we only have competitions here in the U.S. We have competitions all over the damn world. If you go to ctftime.org, you're going to see all the competitions that are going on a daily basis. Russia is always putting up competitions. Taiwan's always putting out a lot of competitions. So if you understand the language, go and compete to these competitions because that's why these guys are winning the war. They have competitions and are actively engaging their citizens into these competitions. So let's show them that we can also compete with them. Reddit.com/r/securityctf, more security competitions that are also posted, similar to CTF Time, but it's basically in Reddit. So I like Reddit. Reddit's awesome. If you're not into Reddit, you should definitely be into Reddit. GitHub/CTFs, another resource for more CTFs. I think these are pre-built CTFs or frameworks, but you should again go and search for them. GitHub, Awesome CTF, more CTF competitions. Actually, the Awesome CTF, there's a lot of CTF frameworks that you can put up. So if you want to build your own a CTF competition, you should definitely put it on for your school, your team, company, whatever, and then actually have people participate in it, and then actually engage the community again. CapTF, another great resource. Next slide. What's that top thing say? Oh yeah, that's right. So number one thing for me is always collaborate with the hackers all around you. Hackers are strong, and they're going to stay strong because they're always communicating with people around them. They share their code. They're not assholes about it. They're always making sure that their community is involved and engaged with all the attacks that are going worldwide. Know your tools, knowledge shared, blah, blah, blah. Don't be an AO and share your chocolate ice cream. Open source if you're cool, because open source all the way. Create a reputation. Make sure that the people around you know who you are. Depending what type of work you're doing, of course, maybe you don't want people to know. But from a cybersecurity analyst perspective, you do want to know that you are the guy to contact if you're doing some sort of hack or you're doing some sort of knowledge sharing or training for people for free. And this is also a great avenue to go into workforce. Like I said, school is probably not going to be the better option. A lot of companies are noticing that the students that they're getting out of the colleges, they're not capable of understanding or jumping right into the workforce. So their companies have to retrain them all over again, and they have to do it again. So yeah, make sure that you create a reputation so that when you actually go and apply for a job, the supervisor, the manager, the CEO of the company are like, yeah, I want that guy. I don't care what's on his on his resume. I know I want that guy. So without a degree, without a certification, you can go straight to the top and be the boss in your company, or at least right below the boss. You don't want to get the boss fired. That comes like 2 years after you get the job. Next. Some additional resources. That's Marharikavad, mind maps. Don't ask me why I can pronounce that now perfectly, but practice.png. There's a lot of great resources out there that you can use. Cyberseek.org, GitHub hacks, awesome, blah blah. CyberAware AZ. I'm actually going to go through these things in a bit, but I think where there's a video next. I don't know. Oh, so this is why we need cybersecurity, and there's no audio. Do you mind pause it? Actually, go back. Go 2 slides back. I'm gonna kill somebody. Whee. All right, I gotta. Oh, hopefully it doesn't die.
Online passwords. There's just too many. And who can remember all those tricky combinations? So you stick them on your monitor or you hide them in a drawer. But not anymore. Introducing Password Minder, the personal logbook that takes the hassle out of passwords. Forget about sticky notes or scraps of paper, because Password Minder has been specifically designed to organize and safely store passwords. You'll find them in an instant and never lose a password again, guaranteed. Need to make a password? Just add it to your Password Minder. The alphabetical listing organizes all your usernames and passwords for instant recall and easy reference.
Now that I have Password Minder, I haven't lost a single password. It's so convenient.
Plus, the Password Minder features a discreet leatherette-bound cover to ensure your passwords stay a secret. And there's plenty of room, enough for hundreds of passwords. And it's not just for passwords, it also stores your software licenses, network settings, and tricky email configurations permanently. You'll never lose important settings again, even if your computer crashes, because you're back up and running in seconds with all your vital information right at your fingertips. In fact, with Password Minder, you'll never lose critical computer settings again.
I don't have to worry anymore about security or identity theft. I now have all my passwords in one place. It's free.
If you have passwords, you need Password Minder. So call now and get your very own Password Minder book for just $10. But we're not finished yet. You can also get the compact digital reminder absolutely free. Now you can digitally record any message, and the reminder will play it back with just a click. Pick up eggs, milk, and bread. Can't right. You can get 2 password finders and 2 digital reminders for $10. Call now.
So that's why we need cybersecurity experts in the Valley, because so those that don't know, that is actually a real product that was being sold. So yeah, it's disappointing that we actually have people like that. It was on Ellen, and that's actually probably where I found it. But yeah, so this is why we need cybersecurity experts, because there's people that think that this is an actual product that they can sell. Other additional references, pretty lame stuff. I'll actually go over some of the websites that are pretty interesting. So I talked about the swcsc.com. That's a really great resource. You have all the cybersecurity events that are going on in the Valley. December is quite empty, and so was November. Then I don't think there's anything big going on. Actually, at DeVry, if you guys want to own DeVry's hacker range, because they also have a hacker range if you're not aware of. They're actually doing a hack fest next week, so check that out. Yeah, you guys can please feel free to own them and show them who knows cybersecurity. The other website that I mentioned, I think it was Amani Acabar or something like that. There we go. Really great resource. Yay. So I personally like this site. If you ever want to set up a CTF or an exploitable web app, a lot of the ones that are already pre-built are on here. So like the BWebs right here, we have Crypto OMG, we have Damn Vulnerable Web App Services Challenge and App. What else? Game Over, Haxor, Multileads around here, OWASP. Page is still loading. But there's also operating system builds that you can hack into. So these are the Damn Vulnerable Linux. So if you want to actually learn how to hack into Linux, LAMP Security, Metasploitable, Metasploitable 2, Pentester Lab, all that fun stuff, that's all on here. Oh yeah, and Metasploitable 3 was just put on GitHub. Yep. Probably a little bit longer. Then if you also want to be into the mobile app hacking, there's an entire set of mobile hacking challenges as well. So pretty great resource. Also, I will try to put it somewhere. It's on my GitHub at the moment. I'll sorry, before this presentation, I was hoping to God that GitHub did not go down again because it was my only backup. So the website's Aman Harikabad. Hopefully that's pronounced correctly. There's other stuff about security in your own website. Let's see. There's VoIP, cryptography, hacking challenges, forensics challenges for anybody that's doing analysis, VMs, live CD. So it's just general knowledge that you can get online. Pretty weird stuff. Then there is, let's see, what other website did I say? CyberSeek. You should definitely get familiar with cyberseek.org. So HackerSeek is just created with the partnership of NICE, CompTIA, and Burning Glass. And they're basically just creating interactive maps and career paths for all the cybersecurity jobs that are here in the Valley and nationally. So you can see how many job postings there are here in Arizona. There's currently about 8,444 according to CyberSeek. We already noted that this is incorrect. We have about 10,000 jobs just here in Maricopa alone, so that's definitely not statewide. So you can see some statistics, which security jobs are being asked for the most: cybersecurity analyst, specialist, cybersecurity engineer, architect, more analysts, systems, blah, blah. Jobs that are asking for the most common cyber certifications. Security Plus is asked for the most. Then you got your CISSP, which is asked for second most. So other great resource that you should definitely get yourself aware of. CyberAZ, I believe CyberAwareAZ.org, or was it .com? Oh, sorry, .com. Other great resource for the some of the larger conferences. This website does a better job at noting the events that are going on, only because it gives a clear description of what is going on in the event. Unfortunately, I don't think they have any upcoming events. Oh, nice! They just posted Alien Vault that is doing a webcast. I don't know why you would want to go to a webcast. They're all boring and lame, and I pretty much fall asleep on most of them. But there's other fun stuff that's been going on. You should definitely check it out. Great stuff. Let's see. That's pretty much it. Oh, actually, CTF time. CTF time. What? Yeah, I don't know how that popped up. CTF time, some of the CTFs that are coming up. So you click on upcoming. There's one that there's 5 that are going on. December 11th, the 18th, 17th, 29th. So there's a whole bunch of CTFs that are competing. You can see the number of teams that are going to be going on. So really great, easy way to actually start joining CTF competition, and you actually can start creating a reputation. So if you actually go to the homepage, you can see the team ratings. So I believe this is, don't remind me, I forgot the damn flag name. Huh? Ukraine? No, it's not Ukraine. Is it? All right. Well, whatever. They're fucking winning. So we need to create a reputation on these online forums, guys. So there's that. Any other resources that I'm missing that you guys may think is helpful for everybody here? Did I miss any? Cyber Warfare Range, awesome place. Go to it.
We're going to have this at the race.
Have what? They're going to be on the, I don't know, where would be a convenient place to post all these links? All right, I'll put them on the Google+. So that's where you'll find all those links. That's pretty much it for me, guys. Like always, if you like my presentation, simple clap and smile. If you didn't, fuck you, clap and smile. I do not, so you'll have to do them. All right, so again, we're going to show you guys what the new range is going to look like. So,
all right, so we have.
I'll give it up to Brett now.